Coming up, we got a 6-round heavyweight battle. Jeff Woden back in action against Fred Guzman. Woden shaved his head, looking for a different look here. Comes into the fight with a record of 13-2, 9 knockouts. And John, we had the opportunity to see his last fight. And then Woody had fought Everton Davis, took the fight on short notice, dropped Davis in the second round, and all of a sudden got caught with a right-hand lead by Davis in round number 4. Got dropped one time, and the fight got stopped prematurely, in our opinion. But we're going to go up to our ring announcer, Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Your referee, once again from Destrehan, Louisiana, Elmo Adolph. Introducing now the principals first in the blue corner to my left, wearing the blue trunks, white trim, black accessories. He weighs in at 215 pounds with a professional record of 13 wins, 2 defeats, 9 by way of knockouts. He hails from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Here is Jeff, Jazzy Jeff Woden. His opponent in the red corner, wearing the blue trunks, silver trim, weighing in at 208 pounds, professional record, 19 victories, 4 defeats, 14 wins by way of knockout. He hails from Fort Worth, Texas. Here is Fred Guzman. 6 rounds, heavyweights.
Well, Guzman comes in tonight 19-4 with 14 knockouts. He had a big layoff, though, between August of '86 and July of '95. Originally started out as a light heavyweight, most of his knockouts coming there. He does have punching power, though. 14 big knockouts, 19 wins. Woden looking to get back on the winning track after a big win over Ricardo Kennedy, losing by knockout to Everton Davis in a fight that Woden thought was stopped prematurely. Kenny Bayless jumped in after Woden got dropped by Everton Davis. Woden the southpaw.
Guzman has more ring rust than a '62 Corvair. 9 years he was off before
Guzman
coming back
switching
last
southpaw
year.
on Woden. No record to indicate that Guzman was a southpaw. Good overhand left by Woden.
I hope his manager knew he was a southpaw.
Woden's been in with southpaws before, most notably Chris Bird, who lost a 10-round decision, giving Bird one of his toughest fights to date. Guzman has not fought since July of '95.
Never easy for a fighter. Left hand by Woden there, chopping left, and he's holding and hitting as Guzman trying to hold on. Always interesting to see how a fighter comes back from a knockout defeat. Of course, we thought that fight was stopped early. What kind of psychological impact that will have on Woden at this point doesn't look like it's had any. As he is teeing off on Guzman. It looks like he's ready to go, Arnie.
Still halfway to go in round number 1, too. This is scheduled for 6.
He better start punching back.
Woden just teeing off on him. And I'm under the impression, I took a look at Woden's face, he had no idea that Guzman was a southpaw. I'm still not sure that he is. There's nothing on his record to indicate that, and normally
I say blame the manager.
Woden known for his body work.
And that's what he should be doing right now, going to the body. The only thing is Guzman's holding and frustrating him on the inside. But Jeff should be letting his hands go on the inside so Guzman can hold. There he goes. He's got to follow it up, though.
About 30 seconds to go here in round number 1. Been a big night here on Heavyweight Explosion. A lot of big knockouts.
Guzman is not exactly body beautiful. And that's what Woden has to exploit.
Another good body shot by Woden. Overhand right by Woden. Not much offense being offered right now by Guzman. It's been all Jeff Woden here in the first round. Round number 2, scheduled for 6. Jazzy Jeff Woden, he's in the blue shorts with the white stripes, solid blue. Fred Guzman. Woden comes in with a record of 13-2, 9 KOs. Looking to get back on track after that knockout to Everton Davis. Down to one knee, slips Guzman. Elmo Adolph says no knockdown. Both fighters southpaws here. Guzman came in 19-4, 14 knockouts. Had a big 10-year layoff though from August '86 until July of '95. Hasn't fought since July of '95.
Woden trying to land an uppercut on the inside, continues to hit him with the left to the body and the ribs. But Guzman's hanging right inside. And then holding on for safety's sake.
Guzman never been stopped in his career, has 4 losses.
Turned pro in 1982 at 177 pounds. He's put on a few since then.
Woden turned pro in May of '94, stopping Nathaniel Spears in 1 round as we got a minute gone by in round number 2. Originally scheduled for 8, shortened to a 6.
And you can see Woden is a sharp puncher, but not the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division.
Dropped Ricardo Kennedy in what was his biggest win to date on the way to a 10-round decision.
And those body shots by Woden not seem to have any effect on Guzman. He just keeps wading forward, crude as he is.
Guzman very big in the durability column. Again, 4 losses, even though he's had that big 10-year layoff, had never been stopped. Warning to Woden from referee Elmo Adolph to keep the punches up.
Some of those shots have been on the borderline.
Oh, big shots now by Woden.
That was about a 6 or 7 punch combination that Jeff landed. But he's been unable to stop Guzman in his tracks, or at least for very long.
Not offering much, looks dead tired right now. Looking for a place to lay down, John.
As you can see, Guzman more of a slapper than he is a hard puncher who can turn over a punch. And that's not having any effect on Jeff Woden. Very wide puncher. Woden should be able to counter effectively. But of course, he's doing most of the leading in this fight, and with good reason.
We come to the end of round number 2. We're coming to you tonight from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and it's been a great show. We hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal along with John Saraceno. Got another big heavyweight explosion show coming up in September.
I sense a little bit of frustration on Woden's part here that he's not been able to get Guzman out of there. Just by the look on his face, he's surprised he's still in there.
I'm surprised he's still in there. You're surprised he's still in there. I think Guzman's corner's surprised.
Here's the bell.
And it's interesting to watch some of these young heavyweights get work and see some of these durable guys, the Guzmans, the Delgados of the world.
They know how to survive.
They're in there. And like you said, sometimes watching the frustration on the face of the guys as they're pummeling these characters, and they're still in there near the end.
Wow, Woden got hit with a 3-punch combination there. Jeff's got to get a little bit busier here. His corner really got on him, Arnie, between rounds. It's easy to understand why Jeff would be frustrated at this point. He hit Guzman with everything those first 2 rounds, particularly the body.
We got to make note of Woden's new haircut, though, since the Everton Davis fight. Looking very sharp and in style with the shaved head. Again, good jab right now by Woden. Looking to set up his left.
There's a straight left hand following that jab.
Not moving in, though, on the second jab.
Really
I'd like to see him move in on the second. He's got Guzman backing up, and he's not moving forward to take advantage of it. He does his best body work when he's got a man on the ropes, and he should really be doing it.
Well, Guzman's starting to wince from those body blows by Woden, but he continues to try and fight back.
Very spirited on the part of Guzman. Was that Dave Gorman I saw in Guzman's corner?
That is Dave Gorman, formerly with Donald Curry, former world welterweight champion.
Halfway gone in round number 3. It's scheduled for 6. Jeff Woden, blue shorts, white stripe.
I'll tell you, danger here for Jeff Woden is they're starting to clash heads a little bit on the inside.
Woody's got a history of swelling. In the Ricardo Kennedy fight in particular, Howie Albert did a great job of keeping the swelling down. He's got Jimmy Strickland in his corner for this fight, one of the best cutmen also in the world today. Guzman looks like he's looking for a place to fall.
3 left hands by Woden. Still unable to take Guzman out, but Guzman's starting to wear down a little bit more.
Taking enormous punishment here and somehow managing to stay up. Elmo Adolph keeping a good close look on Guzman, wondering if he needs to take this kind of punishment. Wooden needs to go downstairs again. That's all he's got to do, and just keep this guy's hands down for an extended period of time. Wooden may be a little punched out though right now, John. He's throwing a lot of punches for 2.5 rounds.
Hey, Wooden's been pounding those ribs since the start of this fight, and Guzman continues to move forward, undaunted. Jeff Wooden wanted to look very impressive in this first fight following his defeat. And offensively, he's done very well.
Exactly what I was about to say. Guzman not cooperating by standing up.
No, he's not. And Wooden's going to try to get him out here right now, Arnie. Let's see if he can do it.
Round number 4, it's scheduled for 6. Both fighters southpaws. No knockdowns miraculously thus far in the fight. Wooden landing an incredible amount of blows on Guzman. And Guzman still standing up.
Oh, left hand by Guzman, a counter left that kind of stopped Wooden in his tracks.
That's Wooden. He's in the blue shorts with the white stripe. Guzman in the solid shorts. Wooden came into the fight 13-2, 9 knockouts. Guzman 19-4, 14 KOs.
Another borderline punch by Jeff Wooden downstairs, a little bit low.
He's got 1 warning so far from Elmo Adolph. Thank you very much.
Jeff got away with that last one. I'm not so sure if Jeff used a crowbar this time on his cup, it would make a difference.
Well, I think Wooden's a little bit punched out right now, taking a breather. He threw an incredible amount of punches in the first 3 rounds. Starting to let Guzman back in this fight a little bit. A little more than a minute gone by here in round number 4.
Good straight left hand by Wooden.
Scheduled for 6. But John, they're not having, I can't say they're not having an effect on Guzman, but he's standing there.
Face it, Arnie, Wooden is not a big puncher. We both know that. He's an accurate puncher, but he's not a big puncher. Otherwise, Guzman would have been out of there a long time ago. Now Wooden's starting to get a little wide with his punches. That comes with fatigue.
You think Wooden's bothered by the southpaw style of Guzman, or Guzman doesn't have enough movement for it to make a difference?
I don't think that's bothering him at all. A couple times he's got hit with that straight left hand. And now Wooden getting backed up by Guzman as the crowd gets behind the underdog. With about a minute to go in the 4th round, Guzman trying to make this a fight.
Guzman's got punching power. He's had 14 knockouts in his 19 wins, most of them coming in a lower weight.
How about this guy, Arnie, continuing to move forward on Jeff Wooden. This was supposed to be a hand-pick, basically a duck for Jeff Wooden. Now this duck is quacking pretty loudly right now. Oh, left hand by Guzman. Wooden rocked. He's hurt, Arnie.
Let's see if he can hold on, if he learned anything from the Everton Davis fight.
He should just be holding on, trying to get through this last half minute in the round. And you know Jeff Wooden's throwing a lot of punches, so he's got to be fatigued.
Guzman dead tired, though. This is incredible.
And now Wooden punching back. Well, he's attempting to. Misses with a wild right, gets tagged again. Wooden holding on. Will he be able to survive? He's ready to go down.
5 seconds to go in round number 4. He's using his experience to get in there, and if he's going to be saved by the bell.
What a round!
Round number 5. And Guzman coming out. He's looking to see if he can finish Wooden. This is our fight of the night here. Who would have thought it?
Well, we're going to see what Jeff Wooden is made out of.
Trying to get back on track. He just better not get sloppy and get caught. Good body work
great
by
left
Wooden.
hand, Arnie.
Wooden going back to what works for him. He's got to work that body.
And he was doing it early, got away from it. Guzman showing the heart of a true warrior here tonight in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Wooden's got to work downstairs, and he's got to watch out for that left.
He's close enough for for him to hear those instructions. Excuse me. See,
good inside work there from Woden. I think Wooden's still trying to get his head back.
But he's allowing Guzman to hold, and that's fatigue on the part of Woden. He's got a punch to get Guzman to get those hands loose. Guzman really stepped back from that right hand to the ribs. Those body punches have to be having some effect on Fred Guzman. How much longer can he stand in there and take a pummeling like he has?
Well, we know that he can, because in round 4 he came very close to dropping Jeff Woden. Woden was in big trouble. And as you mentioned, a guy that's had 1 fight in 9 years. We're halfway going here in round number 5. We're scheduled for 6. Woden, I would have to say, is comfortably ahead 3 rounds to 1. If Guzman could drop him, anything could happen. Guzman he's dead tired right now. And Elmo Adolph stands in for a standing 8 count.
Well, that should count as a knockdown because the ropes are the only thing that held him up.
Good call by Elmo Adolph. Let's see if Woden can stop him. Desperation punching now by Guzman. You gotta love this guy.
If you're a boxing fan, you love anybody who's a warrior who keeps trying even if they're overmatched.
Woden just working away at him on the inside.
Woden needs to get this guy out of here, Arnie. He needs to end this fight right here.
He needs to take a step back, though.
Yes, he does.
Give himself some punching room. Guzman holding on the inside. He needs to take a step back and let his lefties. Gets a warning from Elmo Adolph. Woody trying to finish it. Good left. Lands right flush on the jaw of Guzman. Guzman holding on right now.
Another left hook to the head of Guzman.
Now 15 seconds to go in round number 5, and Guzman won't go away.
Guzman has this look on his face. He's like, well, anything else?
Woden doesn't know what else to do at this point. He's hit him with everything. He's done the body, he's done the head, and he's gotten hit himself.
He should try something illegal, like a gun. As you see, sending him back into the ropes. Woody just taking off on the body as he has all evening long. And Guzman being just smart enough to hold on when necessary.
6th and final round. Elmo Adolph asked the fighters to touch gloves, and they love it here in Louisiana. Woden wants a finish, and he wants to knock out on the record. His right eye, very swollen. That's where that left hook landed. Had Woody on Queer Street back in the 4th round. Standing 8 count for Guzman in round number 5. Really only one really good round for Guzman, but it was a big one. Caught Woden with a big left hand. Woody managed to stay erect.
Woody got away with another low blow. And you see Guzman trying to catch his breath. The referee missed that one.
And it was like funny, it was almost like Woden was taking a step back, waiting for Adolph to say something to him, and he let Guzman off the hook.
You know Woden would love a stoppage here.
He may get a stoppage if he leaves his hands down like that. Guzman landed another good left. Woden punched out though, can't put more than one shot together at a time. I think he's gonna be happy to get out of here with this decision. Guzman just wants to go to distance, looking to survive. Elmo Adolph, standing 8 count. Still a minute and a half to go in round number 6.
That's what he needs to do, Arnie. Go to the body, make him drop those elbows so he can finish him upstairs.
Wooden got in trouble when he went away from working the body like that.
Exactly.
And they're going to throw in the towel over here. They're stopping the fight.
That's not a bad stoppage. I'll tell you why. Even though Guzman was game, he was taking unnecessary punishment. He was not going to win this fight. Can't argue with that.
And you know, it's really funny. We had a fantastic show here on Heavyweight Explosion tonight. We saw big name guys, Larry Donald beating Derek Roddy. We saw Ahmad Abdin knock out Marcus Rode for the WBC Continental American title. Hasim Rahman building his record. I've got to tell you though, the fight of the night, Jeff Woden and Guzman. Here's Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 47 seconds of the 6th round. Referee Elmo Adolph stops the bout and awards it by technical knockout to Jazzy Jeff Woden.
All right, Jazzy Jeff Woden improves to 14-2. That's his 10th knockout. Had a little scary moment there in the 4th round. Got hit with a wild left by Fred Guzman, who drops down to 19-5. But you gotta love Guzman for what he did, and you gotta love Woden for the volume of punches he threw. The man just wouldn't go away, and a very appreciative audience here in Lake Charles, Louisiana gives a big hand to Fred Guzman as he leaves the ring.
Everybody tapping gloves with Guzman to congratulate him in defeat.
What can you say? He deserved it. Coming up September 12th, John, a big heavyweight, another one, a heavyweight explosion show on TVKO.